Good day, everyone. Today, I will discuss the topic weighted voting system under mathematics in the modern world. These lessons explain how some voters can have more voting power than others, especially in business, governments, and organizations.
A weighted voting system gives some voters more voting power than others. This usually happens in situations where voting power depends on shares positions or representation. In the system, each voting each voter is assigned a weight which represents the numbers of votes they control. Example, we have the companies, governments, organizations. A weighting voting system is written in this form, where Q represents the quota and W represents the weight of the voters. The quota is the minimum number of votes needed to pass a motion or decision. The quota must follow this rule. Now we will talk about the coalitions in weighted voting system. The first one is coalition. It is a set of voters, each of whom votes the same way, either for or against a resolution. A coalition is a group. A winning coalition, it is a set of voters the sum of whose votes is greater than or equal to the quota. So a winning coalition it is majority. A losing coalition, it is a set of voters the sum of whose votes is less than the quota. And a losing coalition is a minority. The fourth one we have a critical voter. This is a voter who leaves a winning coalition and thereby turns into a losing coalition. So a critical voter is swing. A dictatorship or a dictator, this is a voter who has a weight that is greater than or equal to the quota. So a dictator or dictatorship is a autocracy. And the last one is dummy. This is a voter who is never a critical voter and has no power. So a dummy is a irrelevant. So now let's proceed to our problem 1. A weighted voting system is given by 6, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And we need to find what is quota, how many voters are in the system, what is the weight of voter B, what is the weight of the coalition A and C. Is A, D a winning coalition? Which voters are critical voters in coalition A and A, C, D? How many coalitions can be formed? How many winning coalitions can be formed? How many coalitions consist of exactly 3 voters? Letter A. What is the quota? So the quota is a leading number, so the answer is 6. Letter B. How many voters are in the system? So we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we have 4 voters in the system. What is the weight of the voter B? So since voter A is 4, so the next one, the answer is voter B, which is 3. Letter D. What is the weight of the coalition A and C? So if we add up 4 plus 2, the answer is 6. Letter E. Is A and D a winning coalition? No. So since 5 is below the quota of 6, it is a losing coalition. Letter F. Which voters are critical voters in the coalition ACD? So the answer is A and C. Because if we remove voter A, the remaining votes become 3, which is losing. If we remove voter C, the remaining votes become 5, which is also losing. But if we remove voter D, the remaining votes are still 6. which is winning. Therefore, A and C are the critical voters. How many collations can be formed? Number of collations, we have 2 to the power of n minus 1. So n, we have 4 voters, that is A, B, C, and D. So let's substitute 2 to the power of 4, that is 16. Then minus 1, 15. So the final answer is 15 possible collations. For letter H, how many winning collations can be formed? A winning collation must have a total votes greater than or equal to 6. So let us find that a winning collation that must have a greater than or equal to 6. So in single collation, there is none. In two voter collation, I find AB, that is 4 plus 3, 7. Yeah, and AC, that is 4 plus 2, that is 6. And in three voter collations, I find 4 that is equal to, that is greater than to 6 and equal to 6. So ABC, 4 plus 3 plus 2, that is 9. ABD, 4 plus 3 plus 1, 8. ACD, that is 4 plus 2 plus 1, that is 7. BCD, 3 plus 2 plus 1, that is 6. Four voter collation, which is 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1, that is 10. So the total winning collation, we have 7. Letter I. How many collations consist of exactly 3 voters? So we need to list all collations that contain exactly 3 members. The possible 3 voters, so we have ABC, ABD, ACD, BCD. So the total is 4 collations. So the final answer is 4 collation consists of exactly 3 voters. So a collation with exactly 3 voters means we only chose 4 groups containing 3 members from the 4 total.
Suppose that the four owners of a company, Awi, Ben, Carl, and Dean, own respectively 500 shares, 375, 225, and 400 shares. There are a total of 1,500 votes with a quota of 751. A. Determine the winning collations. B. For each winning collation, determine the critical voters. So we need to determine the winning collation. That is at least 715 votes. Again, to pick a winning collation, the total must be at least 751 votes or greater than. So I found 8 winning collation that is total is greater than equal to 751. We have AB, AD, BD, ABC, ABD, ACD, BCD, and ABCD. Next, letter B. For each winning collation, we have to determine the critical vote. So since we found the winning collation, so let's create a losing collation, and that is a critical voter. And in order to do that, we have to check if we remove A, we will only have B, that is 375, and if we remove B, that will only A will only leave us to 500. So A and B are both critical voters. So if we remove A, that will only leave us to 400 in total. And if we remove D, we'll only have a quota of 500. So they are both critical. That same goes to BD, ABC, ACD, and BCD. So why ABD is none? Because if we remove A, it still have a total of 775. And if we remove B, it still have a total of 900 if we remove B. And if we remove D, it still have a total of 875. Same goes to ABCD. So now, let us find or determine the BPI of A, B, and C and D. So as we see in these critical votes, we see 4A, 4B, and 4D, none of C. To add them all up, that is a total of 12. Let's start in BPIA. So 4 divided by 12, that is 1 over 3, and that is a total of 0.33. The same goes to BPI B and D. So because we couldn't find C, so there is none.